Okay. Today we will start to teach Vīriya Pāramī, the perfection of effort, energy. So before giving a talk, we will pay respect to Buddha, the owner of Dhamma, by reciting in the Bodhisatta 3 times. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Vīriya Pāramī, the perfection of Vīriya. When we talk about Vīriya, usually we say about the Kesaraja, the king of lion king. A type of lion we call the Kesaraja. So when they catch or when it catch, it's a prey. So Kesaraja, the same efforts, although the prey is young or big. So catching an elephant is also catching a rabbit. So it is all same effort. So no different. Means every job we should do the same effort. We should try to do our best. So in the same way, Buddha or Bodhisatta, although there are many listeners or a few listeners, when the Buddha teaches Dhamma, so the Buddha made the same efforts. So saying it in this way. So something different about the Buddha is when the Buddha talk Dhamma, so his sound spreads until the end of audience. So not to go to beyond the audience. Also, always enough, not go to beyond. Everyone must hear, but not go to beyond. So it is Buddha's difference. Not like other disciples, such as Sariputta, etc. When Sariputta, Venerable Sariputta, when he teaches Dhamma, so like some sutta, he mentioned Samacheta sutta. So there are many listeners. Sariputta has to use Edivida Abhiññāna, psychic power, to hear or to make all people hear. So have to use the psychic power. Cannot do with normal sound. So Buddha's sound is different. Without using psychic power, naturally can separate until Orient, not to go to beyond the Orient. So for us, we have to use a kind of cycle power, which is called zoom. So to go to Orient. So the Buddha did the same effort, although less Orients, although many Orients. And so there are 4 factors of Vīriya, especially when the Buddha or Bodhisatta does austerity, Dokkaracharya, when very difficult to practice before being a Buddha. So his effort, his determination is like that. The skin to be left, the sinews to be left, the bone to be left, the blood and flesh to be dried. So no care about the body without being a Buddha, you will not get up. Without gaining an omniscient knowledge, you will not get up. Especially under the Bodhi tree, it determined in this way. So these are called 4 factors of Vīriya. So it is the Buddha's Pāramī. So in the last life, it is matured, can do so. So it is obvious when he practice Dokkaracharya, very difficult to practice. So what is a Vīriya? Vīriya is a kind of cetasika, a kind of mental factor, but not like a wisdom that we have taught. Now, wisdom is only good things, not bad things. But for the Vīriya, so can be bad Vīriya, can also be good Vīriya, can also be abhyagata. Abhyagata means neither kusala, good, nor agusala, bad. So here only mean good Vīriya. So we call it samma vayama, right effort. Right effort. So Vīriya Pāramī means a right effort, no mean wrong effort. So we need to know what is right effort to produce our effort. The skin to be left, the sinew to be left, the bone to be left, the flesh and blood to be dried up. So to make such an effort, we need to be correct. We need to be right. So what is the right effort? So not to have new akusala, new unwholesomeness. So in the long samsara, we have done all akusala. But in this life, some akusala we didn't do. Some people didn't drink alcohol. Some people didn't telling a lie. So some people didn't do sexual misconduct, etc. So it is a new akusala. So for him, for this life, it is new. Some akusala we have done, but we didn't remember. We didn't remember that we have done. So it is also means a new akusala, arising akusala. So we should try not to arise. Some people thought, try. As a man, should try one time like that. So, but to make an effort, not to have a new akusala, not to do a new akusala. So akusala is to avoid, not to do that. So sometimes you may want to do, but try, make an effort. The skin to be left, the sinew to be left, the bone to be left, the blood and flesh to be dried up. So, but not to have new akusala. If we try in this way, that effort is good. That effort is right, correct, and beneficial. So next one is to remove, to dispel arisen akusala, the old akusala. Old akusala means akusala we have done in this life. So if we have done akusala, if we have akusala in mind, it will cease soon. So no need to remove. But here means not to do akusala similar to previous akusala. For example, we have done killing in the past, so not to kill later. So this is to remove the old akusala. Previously, we have stolen, we have stolen, but not to steal now, from now on. So this is to prevent new arisen kusala, to stop arisen kusala. Now let's similar kusala arisen. So next one, to do new kusala, to let new kusala arise. New kusala means the kusala wholesomeness, which haven't arisen in this life. So some people have done donation, but not have done maybe precepts, morality, or never meditate, never gain jhana. So It is a new kusala. Original kusala. So we should try to arise. Some kusala we have done, but we forget. We don't remember. It is also new kusala. So we should do new kusala. We should try. Maybe sometimes it is difficult. We should make effort. So this kind of effort is called Sammappadhana or Sammavayama, right effort. It is a Bodhisatta Dhamma, the Dhamma which is a company of attainment. So next one, to increase arisen kusala. Some kusala which we have done in this life. So trying to increase, trying to arise again and again. So new kusala to arise, the older kusala to increase. So we should make efforts. So some people only they have done normal kusala, such as a donation, morality, Vīriya, or respecting, listening in Dhamma, talking in Dhamma, sharing merit, rejoicing in merit. But they didn't have jhana kusala, trying to help. They didn't have mekka kusala, trying to help. So another way, some people have done dana. So should not think I have done dana. I have done dana many. So but should do every day. Every day you do dana, you do morality. So it is also good. Like a Bodhisatta, when he was a king, in most of life, he donates a country every day, to the country every day, at the gate of east, at the gate of west, at the gate of south, at the gate of north, in the middle of the city, in the palace. In the sixth place, do donation every day. So he didn't think I have done many times, and now I might stop. Not like that. So trying to increase wholesomeness. So this kind of effort is called Sammappadhana or Sammavayama, right effort. So we meditate, it is to stop the akusala, to have a new kusala, or to increase all the kusala. So some people have gained the jhana, but it may absorb the ganaka day after day. So it is good. Like a Bodhisatta or Vanisariputra, one time they have practiced the metta jhana for 7 years. As a result, they can stay 700 eons in the Brahma realm. So 7 years working can enjoy the result 700 eons. So how many days, how many years you have practiced? How long will you stay in the Brahma realm? So because of this, the Buddha taught to stand in the Dhammapada. Papanche puriso kira, nadan kira puna puna. Nadami chandan kira ta. Toko babascha ocheyo. If someone does unwholesomeness or happen to do unwholesomeness, not to do a ghana, not trying to have desire to do unwholesomeness, because accumulating unwholesomeness is the cause of suffering. So because of this, we should not try to do akusala. If we happen to do, not to do kanaka, not to have a desire to do unwholesomeness. So some people hold the desire. Later he will know about me. Like that. So not to do that. It is not correct. So next stanza is Onyan che puri sokira. If someone does wholesomeness or happen to do wholesomeness, to do a ganaka. Dhammi chandan kirata. You have desire to do wholesomeness. Some people cannot do wholesomeness now, but they should hold the desire. I will meditate. I will ordain later. So, like that. I want to do renunciation. Something like that. Hold the desire, to have a desire to do wholesomeness. Next is the cause of happiness. So, because of this, not to do new akusala, to stop all the akusala, to do new kusala, to increase the old kusala. So, about those, if we make effort, this effort is called Sammavayama or Sammappadhana. So it is the same said by the Mingun Siara. Sammappadhana and Sammavayama is the same. So sometimes, although we want to make an effort, what kind of effort we should do, we should make. So the Buddha showed this. This is to do. About this, if you make an effort, it is worthy. The skin to be left, the sinew to be left, the bone to be left, the flesh and meat, the flesh and blood to be dried up. So you can do so. It is worthy. So next one, how to increase our effort. So we want to produce effort, but how to produce? Sometimes it is difficult. So the mind no motivation, hesitate to do, or lazy. So how to do that? So Vīriya, we translate it into Myanmar, producing energy. Producing energy is Vīriya. So Vīriya is a kind of mental factor supporting mind. As long as we have a Vīriya, our mind is supported, never fall down. So the literal meaning of Vīriya is Vira and Iya, the job of brave one. The action of brave one. So if someone is fearful, don't dare to make an effort. So brave one's action. So do we Buddha need to practice 4 asancaya 100,000 years. Once some people are here, they may afraid. So this is a no fearful one's effort, fearful one's action, brave one's action. So if you want to gain in jhana, you need to practice in a retreat. I say 4 months, 5 months, 1 year. Oh, so long. My holiday is only 10 days. So, and they say they're afraid to do that. So, but some people, they're brave in some places. If they married with a man or woman, they may say, I want to support you the whole life. So, very brave. Have a lot of children, support all, never tire. So, but for the meditation, if we say you may need to do 3 or 4 months, oh, it is so long. Do you have any shortcut? So, like that. So, no brave ones. It is the brave one's action, not lazy one's action, not fearful one's action. Okay, how to increase, how to produce effort? So, to reflect the danger of woeful state, the being in the high hell, being in the beta life, asura kaya life, the being in the animal life. So they are suffering a lot. So some betas, very long life, they are hungry, they cannot eat, they are thirsty, like that. So they have no way to get a liberation, so they cannot practice. So not to reborn there, we need to practice. We need to make efforts. In the same way, as a human, we have a chance to get a liberation. We should try. So sometimes the Buddha appear in the world. We are in the hell, or Veda, Asura Kaya, or animal life. The Buddha cannot help. So sometimes we are in wrong view. Sometimes we are in remote area where Buddha and Buddha disciple never reach. So sometimes we don't have a faith in the Buddha, Dhamma, and the Sangha. So now we are in human life, but knowledgeable. So we can meet the Buddha's dispensation. What is the samatha? What is the vipassana? What is the way to go to liberation? So we should make effort. If we don't make effort now, so this is a chance. We not have it easily again. So because of this, we should reflect the danger of a woeful state. To produce effort. So if we have fear, we will produce action. So we need to reflect the danger of woeful states. The next one, we should try to see the benefit of effort. Trying to reflect the benefit of effort. If we make effort, we will have a jhana, we will have a mega phala, which is a very great benefit. If we reflect the benefit of effort, we can produce effort. Not only for the Dhamma, in the same way for the worldly gains. You should reflect. By doing efforts, what we will have. So, for the Buddha's dispensation, if we make effort, we can get mega phala. If so, we may be able to produce effort. And next one is reflecting the way of going, reflecting the way to go. So our way is Buddha, Vajika Buddha, Buddha's disciples' way. It is not lazy one's way. So only can go. The energetic one only can go. So in the meditation center, in the retreats, we have to get up early morning, maybe 3:30 or 4 o'clock. So like that. It is a kind of practice, Jakariya Nuyoka. So this is not lazy one's way. This is energetic one's way. So if we reflect in this way, we may be able to produce effort. The next one is to respect Pindabada, to respect food donated by devotees. So those devotees are not our relatives, not our friends. Those are not the people who are dependent on us. But they donate, they serve. So by thinking in that, by donating these receivers, and we have a good karma. And we'll be free from Sankara rebirth. So they thought we are superior person, higher person. So which can produce a good karma. So to fulfill their wish, their desire, their aspect, we need to make an effort, nothing else. So we should practice morality, concentration, wisdom to be higher and higher. If we are higher, they will have more benefits. So we should reflect the food donated by devotees. If so, we may be able to produce effort. So next one, reflecting the greatness of inheritance. Reflecting the greatness of inheritance, which we will receive by making efforts. So, if children are lazy or bad, people will not give their inheritance. In the same way, in the Buddha's dispensation, if we make an effort, we will have the great inheritance. What are they? Saddha. Saddha is a kind of wealth, a kind of inheritance. So, can solve the problem of being poor. If someone has a saddha, so he is not poor. So why people are rich? They have done a donation in the past. It is because of their sattva. So they will practice the sila, samadhi, panya. They will have a good life. They were reborn in a good destination. So as long as one have saddha, it is a kind of wealth collected by noble person. Noble person trying to collect those properties. So it is a kind of good inheritance, which we will receive by making efforts. So it is a saddha. So as long as we have saddha in our mind is clear. So saddha is like a universal monarch, ruby. So it can make purifying the water. Put it into the water, or the water is dirty. So because of that ruby, so the water can be drunk. In the same way, once we have a faith, our mind is clear. Donating something, but the mind is clear. Or the losing money. In the same way, practicing in sila. So no eating in dinner, no killing, no staying alone. But the mind is clear. So saddha is like a ruby of universal monarch. So sometimes it's sad. Saddha is the best company of a man, of a being. As long as one has saddha, he has a company. So some people say, how to be happy? Ask a question, how to be happy in the ordained life? So their thinking is ordained life is alone. Eat alone, sleep alone, like that. Staying in the forest, all they can be happy. So as long as they have saddha, they will not have a loneliness. They have the best company. So they have satisfaction in the mind about the practicing in sila, samadhi, panya. So saddha is a wealth. Saddha is ruby. Saddha is a company. Saddha is a seed. The nature of a seed, another seed will have a root. Above the seed will have new leaves. In the same way, for those who has a saddha, they will practice sila as a root. They will have a samadhi and panya as a new leaves, sprouts. So saddha is like a seed. Saddha is like a hand. If someone has a hand, can take things. Saddha is a kind of property. A kind of property. In the same way, sila. Sila also a kind of inheritance, which we can receive from the Buddha's dispensation. So we should make efforts. If so, we have sila. It is a noble property. Next one is a sutta. Sutta is a knowledge, especially learning knowledge. So without making effort, we cannot receive. If we make effort, we will know. We will have a learning knowledge. So what are the cause of a Buddha? We will know. What are the cause of a Vijaya Buddha, Buddha's disciple? What are the cause of the king of Deva? What are the cause of Visakha or Anathapainika? We will know everything. So we can do what we want to be. Next one, Chaga, generosity. Generosity or relinquishment. So, or donation. So, this can be gained from the Buddha's dispensation. So, about the dana, if we practice according to Buddha's dispensation, so we can do dana. We have being brave to do dana because we understand life is impermanent, properties are impermanent. By doing dana, we can get a benefit. So we have learned. Because of this, we can have generosity. Next one is panya. So we can gain how to practice sila, samadhi, how to reflect as a vipassana. So the panya of Megapala from the Buddha's dispensation. It is also a kind of wealth, a kind of inheritance. Next one, hiri, shameness, shame due to evil things. Uddhapa, fear due to evil things. These seven are called noble properties or inheritance. So without making effort, we cannot receive. But if we make effort, we will receive these things. So because of this, to produce efforts, we should reflect Gananga, the greatness of inheritance, which we will receive by making efforts. Okay, we should stop here. Time is up. Next time we will continue.
Okay, since there's no question, Bhante, can I ask a question about the previous lessons?
Okay.
Okay, Bhante mentioned about the Jati Keta. They are rebirth field.
Jati
Keta. And Bhante mentioned not in other world, there is Tipitaka. It's only in this world there is Tipitaka. Bhante, do you mean in the 10,000 world, meaning the Jati Keta have Tipitaka in this 10,000 world, but other than this 10,000 world, there's no Tipitaka?
Jati Keta is 10,000 words.
Yeah.
10,000 words. It is for the Buddha.
So how about the Tipitaka? In this 10,000 world, we have there is Tipitaka.
May say there is a Tipitaka because when the Buddha teaches, they come and listen.
Okay, so out of this 10,000 world, there isn't Tipitaka. Is that correct?
May not have a Tipitaka. Yeah.
Out of this 10,000 world.
Yeah. So not rightly, but usually when listen Dhamma, so there was from the 10,000 world they come and listen. Have this saying. Based on this saying, we may say only in the 10,000 world we have the Buddha's teaching and share merit. Repeat after me. Idame Bonyam Asawakayam Wahang Hotu Idame Bonyam Nebbanasa Pachayo Hotu Mama Bonya Bhagam Sava Sadanam Pajemi Tesabe Mesamam Bonya Bhagam Labandu Sadhu Sadhu Sadhu